Mr. Wells, it seems that a good portion of our news here in Muncie lately is being made up of one way or the other from our school system. Recently, we've had some racial trouble at Southside High School. Does your office ever get into these kind of local problems, racial disturbances?
The only time that we enter into a local district problem is when we have a request by either the school authorities or a legitimate citizen group within the community. And upon their official or formal request, we might then move into a community and make an investigation and evaluation of the situation.
Well, now, there were a group of parents who this weekend got together and said they were going to request the state office to make an investigation. Would you do so if you were requested to do so?
Well, that depends on the group that makes the request and the manner in which they make the request. They might approach in a highly emotional basis. They may not make a written request. It may be a verbal, which we cannot accept. So there are circumstances under which they would have to operate.
Do you have any advice for the local school system in this situation?
No, I don't know enough of the facts to give advice.
Has your office been informed by the local authorities about this situation? Do they usually keep you informed about it?
Regarding Muncie, we have not been informed by the local school authorities as to the incidents on a daily basis, no.
Now, we have a problem here in Muncie that seems to be around the country, the de facto segregation. The NCAA in our area is objecting to the location of a new Northwest High School. Does your office enter into these type of problems?
Yes, the State Department has complete control over construction of school facilities and the purchase of school sites. You might be interested to know that the Muncie NAACP has requested and received an opportunity to speak before the General Commission on Friday of this week regarding the construction of the Northwest High School. I understand that they will ask the General Commission to stop and to, in effect, to void or scrap the construction of the school. Of course, you'll have to present their arguments and their facts as to why this should be, because a great deal of planning has already been completed, and probably tens of thousands, perhaps over $100,000 already spent.
Well, actually, even with all this planning, the State Office of Education could scrap the plans for Northwest High School legally, right?
Yes, that's correct, if there are circumstances and issues which would cause us to want to do that.
Is there a precedent for this? Have you ever stopped the construction of a school before under these circumstances?
Well, as far as Muncie goes, the board has issued or has passed and has given to us a document in which they officially will not create de facto segregation school boundaries. We have many factors to consider, major factors in school construction, other than the composition of the race. That's one factor. It is a major factor, but it is only one of many.